Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Donnie, aka Duko, and today, guys, we are reacting to the Season 9 dev stream for Marvel Rivals. This is going to be crazy. They have a lot of stuff talking about. We guys get to see brand new team-ups, how team-ups are changing, new character Jubilee, and her abilities. And yeah, this is something new to me. I usually watch them throughout other streamers, but I thought, why not? And I'm excited. Season 9 looks to be massive. For the better for Marvel Rivals, in my opinion. So if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe, turn on the notifications. Comment down below, guys, if you guys are excited for Season 9 or what your thoughts are for Season 9. I think, again, like I said, I think it's going to be a really good season. If you guys haven't already, go check me out at Twitch, at twitch.tv/NFTL Duko. And make sure you guys go check out my other socials. They'll be just in the description below. Yeah, I'll see you guys all later. Peace. Watch this year's hero, Marvel Season 9.
You sure you want to do this, big one?
The judges of worlds bestow the title upon me, child.
Yo, Pac is sick.
I have upheld their celestial mission for millennia now. But when timelines began to collapse, the gods shed their facades, scrambling like dogs to outlive the end of all that is.
Mephisto.
Humanity was consumed by hubris, believing they could survive the devastation as well.
Spider-Man.
But the future is in the hands of mutant kind.
No, that's a lot.
For if even gods must fight for survival, then only the fittest should be chosen to stand among them. And from those deemed unfit, I acquire the power to transcend.
Yo, Apocalypse looks fucking good.
The seven lights shall guide the way.
Yo, Apocalypse
In the
is
name
part
of
2.
Apocalypse, the world shall be.
Ending right there.
Mutants, gods, Nirai. No one beats the hood.
Oh no, it's the hood, so we're getting Jubilee in the hood. Yo.
Hello everyone, Double G here. We're excited to welcome you all to Season 9 of Marvel Rivals. This time, let's first welcome Zhiyong to introduce some updates.
Hey Rebels, it's Zhiyong. I'm here to walk you through all the very exciting developments we are making on the balance team.
Character rework. Okay, here's the thing. The biggest thing about any of this, Black Widow's rework, okay, it's been something that everyone's been wanting for so long, more because Black Widow sucks, right? Like, she's the equivalent to Widowmaker, okay? She's the equivalent to Widowmaker, and then so, like, she doesn't one-shot heads, she double shots, and even then as an actual character, she's just so hard to play. She's one of the worst characters. And everyone's been talking about that one character that needs to rework is Black Widow. So I think that this is definitely needed. From what I saw, it looks like she's more of a DMR, auto fire. Well, not like a gun, but it shoots faster, like a DMR.
Black Widow. Looking at past seasons, her combat performance has indeed lacked competitiveness.
Exactly.
We've tried a few adjustments here and there, but with little impact. The reason being there's a primary conflict we've never quite been able to resolve. The long-range one-shot KO capability of her standard sniper rifle juxtaposed against the counterplay experience for other heroes facing that capability. These two aspects are very hard to balance. Through many internal discussions, we've always opted to prioritize maintaining her established play experience for those that have grown to love her rather than...
This is what Zaza needs. Zaza, is her name? That's what she needs. She she's probably like the only she's probably the only fucking actual player in this game that sits there and plays Black Widow consistently. But like, I don't know. She was just so unplayable.
And completely redo her and alienate those that love her established playstyle. However, the core issue then remains. So this time, we are attempting to rework her combat loop and truly usher in a new glorious aura for the Black Widow. Here's a brief overview of our approach to these adjustments. First, we've removed the ADS sniper mode from her standard state and increased the fire rate of her primary attack. At the same time, we've moved the charged electrical plasma blast from her original ultimate to be normally available.
Okay, that is something me and my brother both talked about. We had both talked about wanting them to refix her ultimate because her ultimate sucked. It was supposed to be a blast that did minor damage, first of all, and it only did slowed enemies if they walked in. Why don't you just have it be this big ass nuke type shit where it instantly kills, just like Cyclops, just like Magneto. If you got hit with Magneto's ult, you're dead. If you get hit by Cyclops and you stay into it, you're dead. Black Widow's was like minor damage and you still stayed alive and you were stunned. And it's just like, dude, we wanted them to change her ult. They eventually do. Now it's just a normal ability, which honestly I'm probably fucking fine with because it just seems like a normal ult. I mean, a normal ability.
Hitting enemies with this deals damage and applies a slow effect.
I want to know what
With
new
this
ability
adjustment, on one hand, we no longer need to stress over the one-shot KO issue of a normal snipe, allowing us to implement responsible baseline stats. On the other hand, we hope this gives Black Widow more stable, consistent DPS,
We'll see.
raising her base damage floor so more players can pick her up. Secondly, we've transformed her ultimate ability into her ADS sniper mode, which will last for a set duration or until a certain number of bullets are fired. Again, prioritizing the counterplay experience, we still haven't given her the ability to one-shot on critical hits. However, as power compensation, we've drastically increased the hitbox-wise of her sniper bullets, and they can now pierce straight through enemies. Crucially, non-critical hits will also deal incredibly high damage, completely shredding any damage fall off at range. The ultimate goal here is to preserve that pure sniping experience for players who love it.
I still think you still need a one-shot. I still think for it to be an ultimate and it's still not one-shot, like, yeah, it might pierce through damage, or pierce through players for damage, but like, one-shots are still fucking critical to my opinion. Like, if it's an ultimate and you still hit the head, and it's still 250 or below and you still don't one-shot, you have to have a one-shot capability, no matter what, because of the fact that it makes that pure ultimate worth getting. That means she would be a great person to take out and one-shot healers, which, in my case, would suck. Because I'm a fucking healer, man. Come on. I don't know. They are working, so whatever. I'll give it to them, but like...
While using the framework of an ultimate to grant it the immense, devastating power it deserves. Finally, we've retained Black Widow's sprint and super jump, entirely removing their stamina restrictions. Her spinning kick will also stay, and we've introduced a brand new ability. When Black Widow is airborne, she can launch toward the target location and slam her Widow Spike gauntlets down, dealing AoE damage to
that's
nearby
pretty
enemies.
good.
Our vision here is to make Black...
I just don't think the kick's still necessary. The kick really doesn't do anything because with Black Widow, the whole point beforehand is that she was supposed to be a ranged target, so she would not be fucking, like, kicking anyone in the first place. And even with her being a melee, having that melee up, like, I don't know. I think there's some stuff they could have worked on still, but that's just me.
Widow's close quarters melee combos flow much more seamlessly, handing her some serious aggressive burst capability. Overall, we hope these adjustments will make Black Widow a highly competitive flanking duelist. You can experience all the details for yourself once the update goes live. Let's look forward to her performance in the new season.
This is another thing I read, that they were working on team-up abilities and changing them. Like, they were changing the way team-ups worked.
Now, let's chat about the dynamic changes to team-up abilities in the new season.
Shit. Let's go, James. Thanks for the follow, man.
Hawk infuses ranging gamma energy into a massive metallic broadsword forged by Magneto, granting Magneto to an all-new ability, Gamma Blade.
Are you
Once
serious?
activated, he can launch the
Does he actually just get added to the gamma?
infused sword forward. Upon hitting the enemy or the environment, it triggers a chain of violent explosions,
Why?
dealing massive damage to.
Okay, if you guys don't know, back in the early season, I think it was like season 0-1, and I think maybe 2. I might be wrong because she did get, so she got her team up with Doctor Strange. They took it out, so that could have been. She used to Magneto and Scarlet used to have this team up where Magneto would be able to use his blades and have chaos magic, which did more damage, and they eventually took it out. And it's exactly what it is, but you add him to the gamma team.
All enemies in the area.
Oh god.
Hawk also infuses gamma energy into Jeff the Landshark's driver
Jeff is part of
splash.
this?
Upon activation, Jeff splits out a stream of glowing green gamma water. Continuously watering an ally with it will directly mutate them into a team-up Anchorman. Wait a minute. I think I grabbed the wrong script. Let's try that again. Now, let's officially talk about epic evolution of team-up abilities.
The current state of team up. So they're really changing everything.
The team-up abilities brought an entirely new, deeply Marvel gameplay experience
Which
to
are still
Marvel
good.
Rivals. Since launch, they've mostly received immense praise for all of you, especially during the first year. As we've continued to operate and update the game, we've always kept a close eye on the community's discussion regarding team-ups. Things like hoping certain fun team-ups stay around forever, wanting everyone to have an active team-up ability, wishing team-up sync up better with base abilities, and begging for Hawk and Cloak and Dagger to not always just be in Anchor Gel. During the team-up update process each season, as the sheer number of abilities grew, our dev team gradually started feeling the strain. Some of the newer team-ups started feeling a bit uninspired, existing just for the sake of ticking off an update box. Once we realized this, we decided it was time to absolutely revolutionize the team-up system. Now, every single hero will possess 2 completely independent team-up ability loadouts. The ability granted by these loadouts vary. Some are entirely new standalone abilities, while others replace an existing base ability. But either way, they will grant the hero a fresh, far more engaging combat experience.
Don't take away the good ones, please. More like if Invis is the one to get one, and they take away like her bubble, which is something I use a lot to start my push people backwards so we could push up, I'll be so pissed.
Players can pre-select one of these team-up loadouts outside the match based on their preferred playstyle and utilize it in-game. If a player wants to swap to their other team-up loadout mid-match, they can do so freely in the spawn room. Every team-up loadout will feature a
Okay, so you don't actually need to have those team up. Okay, I'm kind of confused because I'm like piercing in and out of this. Wouldn't that just like ruin the whole factor of like wanting to have a certain person because of a team up? So like if you don't have a hole and you wanted the game out team up in your Magneto, wouldn't you just, all you're saying is you have to go and play Mag and swap the team up? At least that's what I'm hearing, is like you can go from like Black Panther's team up with Storm and unequip that to equip the magic one. And you don't need to have a magic. That's gonna be very fucking annoying because it's like you would just take the most broken of team ups.
base effect and an enhanced effect. The base effect primarily dictates the fundamental form of the team-up ability,
I'm like looking over there.
including its controls, core mechanics, and visual presentation. This base effect will be active regardless of whether any team-up ability partner is on your team. The enhanced
So I was right. You don't need the fucking team up partner on the team. You can just use it and then boom. It's gonna change Rivals. It could be a good factor. Like I could sit there and have like, if I was playing Strange, I would want Invis's team up because Invis's team up is so goated. But like that will be a lot. That will be a lot. I could say. Because it makes no sense to me on why you would do that, but then at the exact same time, I could see why. Like, it makes no sense, but then I could see it making sense. I could see it being like, okay, certain people are really good at certain team-ups, and you don't get those people to play, and you want to reinvent it and refresh it so people can play their mains or whatever. And if they have a team-up, they don't need that team-up. But, like, by the way, you forgot to mention Invis or an anchor jail. Holy fuck, that's all Invis has ever been, has been an anchor. She's never actually had a team-up. She was the anchor for the Fantastic Four team up, and she was the anchor for Doctor Strange. She doesn't get anything. Like, I think all she gets is like plus 10 healing. Like, it's just, you know, plus 2% healing. Like, I don't know. I think this makes no sense, but we'll carry on. Okay. I think it's a good change in the sense of I could see it like helping out a lot of players who do like certain things. It does change the game quite a lot, but it's gonna be so annoying because people are gonna take like the most broken abilities. You could play Magneto's Gamma Charge and then don't even need a Hulk.
This effect, on the other hand, mostly acts as a powerful buff to the base effect, though a few will offer a...
So before he says it, does that mean like if they have Hulk and Magneto, that means Magneto's Gamma is going to just be better? Like, that would just make people want to play Hulk because Hulk's already still kind of a go-to
ability
tank.
variations. The enhanced effect requires the team-up member to be actively playing in the match to activate. Let's use an example to illustrate. Hulk has two distinct team-up loadouts, and players can choose one of the following to use in battle.
Hulk and Captain America?
Inspired by Captain America's unyielding spirit, Hulk becomes an absolute immovable force in combat. This base effect as a new active ability. When used directly, Hulk leaps straight up and violently slams the ground, dealing AoE damage to nearby enemies.
He has the fucking Hulk smash
He can also
ability.
activate this ability mid-air during Incredible Leap,
Oh wow.
triggering the
That will
same
make Cap
ground
very
slam
useful.
effect upon landing. Following the slam, embodying Cap's never surrenders attitude, Hulk erupts in the face of adversity. All his normal ability cooldown are reduced based on his current remaining health. The lower his health drops, the greater the cooldown reduction. Hulk gets this ability and effect regardless of whether Captain America
It's a
is
20-second
active on
shit.
the team.
Holy shit. Holy
Now,
fuck.
let's look at the enhanced effect. Building on the base effect, the slam deals even higher damage, while also breaking the enemy's will to fight, applying a debuff that increases the damage they take. This effect only activates if
Dude,
Captain
supports
America
are gonna be
is on the
fucking
team.
hell, dude. I can already see that. And he's got one with Wolverine.
For his second loadout, Wolverine's Rage awakens Hulk's inner violence, making him more...
I better not see some fucking damage, just destruction. I better not see that. We already got to deal with the Wolverine. Wolverine is a tank killer because of the fact that he can pull things away. Wolverine's still fucking annoying in general. You're giving this motherfucker a team up with the guy that Hulk can literally get into your backlines no matter what and fuck with you without any abilities. You give him one ability with Cap, right? One loadout, and you can be like, okay, this motherfucker can jump from a very far range and then Hulk smash you with an enhanced one if he has Cap, and then that means that motherfucker's damage is just double. Okay, without it, it's still annoying. And now you're giving him one where he's just gonna go crazy?
more aggressive in battle. This base effect adds a new active ability that, when used, sends Hulk into a furious state, instantly buffing his move speed and attack speed. It
Oh, that's
also
great.
adds
So
a
I can
new
die faster.
passive
That's
ability
nice.
where, upon jumping below a certain health threshold, Hulk enters an unstoppable state fueled by sheer rage, granting him full CC immunity. Again, Hulk gets this ability
CC
in effect
immunity.
regardless of...
Okay, you just gave him the one thing that you use for Wolverine to make him better is when he gets his rage max to 100. Okay.
Whether Wolverine is on the team. Now, for his enhanced effect, when Wolverine and Hulk are in the same lineup, Hulk can throw Wolverine forward. At the same time, Wolverine triggers Buzzsaw Claw Strike while Hulk enters the Furious state. This Furious Fastball special is completely independent of the base active ability, meaning Hulk effectively gets two chances to actively trigger his Furious state. Again, this effect only activates if Wolverine is on
So that's
the
not as bad. It's more of something that can help Wolverine.
Taking community feedback to heart, we comb through every single team-up ability released since launch, and cherry-pick the absolute most fun.
Okay, I better not see Sharknado. I remember when they took Sharknado out, and I was glad they took Sharknado out. Okay.
And engaging ones, retrofitting them into the new team-up system structure. So, in Season 9, players will get to see the return of some classic.
Okay, we're gonna get the Scarlet one, because I saw something, talked about it prior. Okay, ones that I wouldn't mind seeing back that I think will be very fun, I think would be Bucky, Rocket, Punisher one. That's the unlimited ammo one. Scarlet and Magneto, I think that would be good. Another one I think would be good would be just a fucking the Fantastic Four ability. Yeah, like I said, Sue got nothing out of that, but that's still, like, if you had the fucking Fantastic Four in your shit, like, they would get...
Team-ups, such as Metallic
Yep.
Chaos
Okay. That's the one I was talking about.
and Ammo Overload. Of course, we've also designed a ton of incredibly fun, entirely new team-up abilities. For
Actually, hold on. I'll be back.
example, Venom will receive the Cosmic Blessing of the Phoenix Force. He gains
Venom
a
gets
new
a
active
Phoenix
ability
Force?
that, when activated, raises his symbiote tendrils in Cosmic Phoenix Flames,
dope.
swapping out his primary attack for a fiery tendril cliff that aggressively sweeps the area in front of him. When Venom and Phoenix team up on the field, the Phoenix Force that Venom wields is heavily buffed. Every hit from his fiery whip will apply a spark stack to enemies.
Why? Why?
Reach 3
Why?
stacks
Why?
inadvertently detonate, dealing massive extra damage. For the sake of time,
I'm doing good, man.
we
Doing
won't
good.
showcase
Why? Why the fuck would you give that motherfucker a whip? He has a whip that does a lot of damage.
every single new team map here. You can jump in and explore them all for yourself once
Why?
Season 9 launches.
Why? I'm like so far behind.
Moving forward, we won't
my
be
steps aren't up.
constantly shuffling around and adding team-up combinations every single season like before. Instead, we will focus heavily on the macro performance of the team-up system as a whole, optimizing and balancing the ones that are underperformance. And of course, for any newly added heroes, we will deeply design them to ensure they launch with completely fun and useful team-up loadouts. This team-up system update is easily the most massive overhaul we've done to the combat system since launch, and it's going to shake up the meta in unprecedented ways. Furthermore, the new team-up roster includes a good amount of cross-role synergies. For example, some Vanguards and Dealists will be able to output healing, while some Dealists and strategies can provide incredible survival utility.
Yeah.
Strategies that traditionally lack burst healing will gain potent baseline healing capabilities, and strategies lacking aggressive utility will secure stronger initiation of healing tools. The new team-up system radically shatters the established capability boundaries of the heroes, cracking team comp possibilities wide open. We can't wait to see what team compositions you make full of
Yo, I'm sorry,
enhanced
Dub.
heroes and villains. Furthermore, the team-up anchor mechanic from the previous system has been completely scrapped in this update, alongside its corresponding flat numerical buffs. As a result, we will be slowly re-evaluating the raw strengths of those specific heroes as well as some others. We are stepping into Season 9 with a just plan for Season 8.5's dominant overperformance, like Cyclops and Rocket Raccoon, while significantly buffing underperformers like Thor, The Thing, Black.
Hey, my brother did want Storm. He's a big Storm player. He wants Storm to get buffed. I think, okay, you can't just buff every overperformer in terms of just how many people play them. I mean, you can't nerf them. You know what I mean? Because the fact that it's just like buffing people like Thor, Thing, Black Cat, Storm because they're not being played is a good idea, but you can't just go and nerf people who get played too much. You know what I mean? Like that kind of like downplays the whole character. It might.
Cat and Storm, bringing their lethality and utility back up to par. Altogether, this balanced pass touches roughly 80% of our entire hero roster. Because the list of all these tricks is so massive, I won't read them out here. You can dig into the hub numbers in the balance post releasing shortly after this video.
I'm gonna check that out.
Beyond tweaking the heroes themselves, Season 9.0 introduces two massive global system changes. First up, the brand new team-up system inevitably introduces way more numerical variables into the mix. Team fights are going to be infinitely more chaotic and hyper-aggressive. We found in playtesting that this consistently led to ultimate abilities chaining together far too frequently and snowballing matches prematurely. So, after exhaustive testing, we've decided to further knock the overall energy acquisitions rate for ultimate abilities. Post-nerf, the average time to earn an ultimate will feel nearly identical to how they play in recent patches. Secondly, we are adding an entirely new health mechanic to the game, regenerative shields. Regenerative shields function under the exact same logic as base health. Any mechanic that calculates off base health, like percentage base healing or percentage base damage, treats regenerative shields exactly as if it were regular health. But here is the difference. If a hero managed to completely avoid taking damage for 5 solid seconds, their regenerative shields will automatically kick in, rapidly recharging to full capacity over the next 5 seconds. For instance, if a hero has 300 regenerative shields, it will rebuild at 60 per second. If they have 150, it builds at 30 per second.
Okay, so
We are strictly adding regenerative.
So that's attacking like what? Like first thing, like, again, I'm an invis player, so it's like that's like she's like what 250-ish to 75. So she would have like green shield up to then. So it's like if I'm like below 150, we'll just go up 100. Like, I like the way that that's done because that does increase survivability if you do get out and you're not just looking for heals. Because fucking Isaac, holy shit, that motherfucker, I swear. He has some issues when it comes down to just not finding health properly. Like he'll play like Iron Man and refuses to like, oh shit, I'm getting dicked on, let me go find health. He will sit there and just go to the closest healer and just be like, heal me. It's like, dude, come on. So this would be good for him. I get him to play the game a lot more, knowing that he can, if he can run away, he can get healed after 5 seconds.
Shields to high mobility heroes who excel at flanking and diving. This new health type
Never mind, it might not go for any of the healers. Fuck. So it might be out, but like Iron Man can.
massively buffs the baseline mistake forgiveness of these hypermobile characters during solo or angle duels, significantly reducing the downtime before they can jump back into the fray. Simultaneously, this cuts down on the sheer number of teammates a strategist has to constantly monitor, heavily alleviating overall team healing pressure. Realistically speaking, accurately
But this is just so much.
This summer, we are rolling out a truly massive new update. This isn't just about tweaking a few team-up abilities
Right.
or adjusting the anchors. It's a systemic, full roster, ground-up rework that will bring an incredibly fresh and fun dynamic to combat. And of course, in Season 9, Black Widow will also receive a major rework. But that's not all. A new season means highly anticipated new heroes.
New hero, new map. One's Jubilee, one's map.
Grab your strays because Jubilee is bringing her explosive mutant energy to Marvel Rivals in Season 9. Jubilee is a strategist, a lovely manipulator of fireworks who can control vibrant energy plasmoids in combat to heal her teammates. While
Okay, I wonder when I was reading the leaks that were happening on Twitter, they talked about like she could deal damage with her main ability and heal. So it seems like she's getting that same treatment as like White Fox, Cloak, and Viz, Gambit, Loki, where they don't have the ability for heals, right? Unlike people like Warlock and of course Jeff, and besides people like Warlock and Mantis, and Ultron, who have to have an ability to heal. Ultron's ability is a drone that can stay on somebody and heal them. Unlike, I keep forgetting, like everyone besides Warlock, Mantis, okay, and Ultron have the ability to heal with the Prime, okay? Other than that, so like it seems like she's gonna be that type of character, which I think is good. I hate the ability ones. I think it just, because it's like you don't do too much healing with them.
Continuously damaging and blinding enemies. And for the grand final, her ultimate ability unleashes a lethal dazzling fireworks show across the battlefield. This season, we are also turning our sights to the collapsed timeline. As the very first mutant in the collapsed timeline, Apocalypse personally witnessed the world burn to ashes in the crossfire of the War of the Gods. In the eyes of this evolutionary arbiter, the species that needed to be culled was no longer frail humanity, but rather the very gods who had failed the mortals. However, just as Apocalypse was absorbing the face of all deities, attempting to ascend to godhood and reshape the order of the collapsed universe, a mysterious assassin pierced his chest. When the heroes arrive in Thebes to investigate the death of Apocalypse, they hit a dead end, only for 3 deeply mysterious murders to occur sequentially entirely within their own ranks, casting an even more impenetrable shadow over the entire incident. To dive into this mystery, we prepared an interactive Death of Apocalypse detective minigame. We invite everyone to sift
I want to know
life
Tim's reaction
and uncover the one truth.
to the
Our brand new convoy map, Thebes, will
the
officially
trailer,
go live
but I also want to know
following
his
the
reaction
update
to
on July 23rd.
the
Stay tuned. Following the update on July 30th, our brand new game mode, Path to Doomsday, Avengers, Age of Ultron, will take everyone straight into Avengers Tower and Ultron's battle space to battle Ultron and his
Is this happening
army.
immediately with
At the
the
same
launch of
time,
Season 9?
We'll be launching a series of events in the Times Square lobby, so look forward to that. Deviate vision. Zhiyong and I will debate. Should we just tease the overhaul now? We thought dropping the news early might alleviate some of the pressure from the community, but every time, we ultimately decided not to. We wanted to be completely responsible, to only announce it once we had successfully built it, run the tests, and thoroughly verified the gameplay experience ourselves. That's always been our style. So the time is now. Grab your friends and jump into what is easily the biggest update to Marvel Rivals since the game launched. Ignite the battle.
That is something. So the new season begins July 10th, so that's a few days from now. That is, I think, Friday. So that's like, they used to do these things like within like a couple weeks prior, so it got people very excited. But I think they realized like, got people excited, and when the new season dropped, no one cared. You know what I mean? Because it took them 2 weeks, and like everything they would just took forever.
Clear the way! It's time for the Big Bang!
It's actually not the same voice actress. Come on.
Life energy, yeah!
She's gotten automatic.
Stand back! Or no!
That might be annoying. I should really try learning how to do that.
Wow, you suck!
I do like the way the map is. I'm not
Tick, tick, boom! All right, ready to launch! Time for a glow up!
because they're all like do healing to just like Lunas.
Attack!
If you could stack her and Luna, oh my god, that might be actually crazy.
Show's over! For you!
That reveal was actually nasty. I think she probably might have abilities to similarly how Gambit is used. I didn't see it personally, but like Gambit has heal abilities plus buff abilities. So he can also like have the heart cards are healing, the spade cards are either spade or club cards. Can't remember the exact fucking logo for it. I know the heart ones are healing. Are the damage buffs, right? So I think she might have that same role. I wasn't looking at her abilities as much. I was more just too paid attention to like the fact that she has rapid fire as an ability, well, as her primary, and that heals and damages. So